This video comes to you from Gongaii Games, your source for Star Wars Destiny singles, sealed product, and tons of other great games. Check them out at gongaii.com. Hello everyone, welcome to Gongaii Games. This is round 3, the final round from today's standard tournament. On our left we have Ruthann, she's playing Talzin Dooku. And on our right we have Amy, who we saw in the previous round, playing her Cassian Poe. So on the first roll, each got a 3, and we were tied. We roll again, and it's 4 to 4, tied again. Roll again, and it is again 4 to 4. 4, 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, come on, guys. Alright, there's a victory. So Ruthann wins the roll-off. She gets to choose. Her battlefield, of course, will be Rift Valley. And Amy is playing the Outer Rim Outpost. Rift Valley, when you select, or when you claim, you can look at the top card of your deck and remove a die of 2 or less. It is the perfect Talzin battlefield. And Outer Rim Outpost, when you claim, you get to draw a card and take $1. So Ruthann chooses to play on Amy's. She's going to take the 2 shields, puts them both onto Dooku. That's actually a tough choice between 2 battlefields. Obviously the Rift Valley is great for Ruthann, but that deck can also be in money problems. So if she thinks she can beat Amy out, taking Amy's battlefield is not a bad decision. However, that Cassian Poe deck is quite fast, so it is less likely that Ruthann's going to be able to claim out here. Alright, so Amy has the opening action. So she opens with a quick draw. Puts the holdout onto Poe. Gets to activate him, and then she will have ambush. It's a special and a 1 gun. So now she does have ambush. She can either hit for 1, do some die flipping, or she may also just decide to activate Cassian here. So she is going to resolve specials. And flip Poe to his 2 gun. So she's now threatening 3 damage. And she did get to put a shield on Cassian. Ruthann opens with 2 for the ancient lightsaber. Goes to Amy. Looks like she's got a Friends in Low, a Planetary Uprising. So she puts 3 into Dooku. So Dooku takes a net 1 with the 2 shields. And here comes Dooku. So he rolls a blank, a focus, and a +3 on the ancient. Ruthann will get to flip. So she flips him to his 2 melee. So she's threatening 5, and she also has the focus. Amy's thinking what to do here. Right, so she's going to Friends in Low. Look at Ruthann's hand. Ruthann shows a Mislead, a Crystal Ball, a Witch Magic, and a Dark Council. You got to take that Witch Magic. Absolutely. Which she does. It's the solid decision. It goes to Ruthann. Probably just resolves for 5 here. So it goes into Cassian. Cassian takes a net 4. Alright, Cassian rolls in with a blank and a 2 gun. Now Ruthann does have mislead, but she has no money with which to pay for it. Alright, in comes Talzin. Alright, Talzin gets a 2 gun and a discard. She looks... we didn't get to see what it was, but... oh, and she's not flipping, so it must have been an even. With that focus up... oh, she is flipping. Okay. Alright, flips Dooku to the 2 melee. Alright, so Amy shoots Dooku for 2, and then we'll deal an indirect. Okay, Ruthann takes the indirect on Talzin. Goes to discard. And Amy loses her planetary. That's a shame. A good pick for Ruthann. Okay, Amy claims, takes $1 and will draw. And then Cassian's about to take 4 more. That's a heck of an opening turn for Ruthann, dealing 8 damage. Actually 9, because Cassian had that shield. Alright, so Amy's in quite a hole here. She did just get an impulsive and an easy pickings. So if she gets a reasonable Dooku roll here, she could pick and save herself a turn. Okay, looks like she also has a pose blaster. Okay, so in comes Cassian. And he rolls the 2 in the blank again. Now we do know that Ruthann doesn't have money on the table, but she, oh, it's under her, there we go. So we know that she still has mislead. She's going to roll in Dooku. And roll a 3 for 1 and a 2. So unless she flips, Amy's not going to be able to easy pick those. Alright, so Amy is thinking what to do here. It's her action. So she keeps pulling out that impulsive, looking to use that. Typically you want to use that with focus or specials on the table. So, however, she uses the impulsive to resolve 2 into Dooku with an indirect. So 2 go into Dooku, and then it looks like Ruthann's actually going to put all 3 into Dooku. Okay, so she does. Dooku takes 2 and then the indirect for a total of 3. Alright, so Cassian takes 2. And to note of with Amy's ambush from Quick Draw, she actually played the Pose Blaster. So Poe will now take 3 for 1 from Dooku. And this game looks like it might be over pretty quick here. And Amy lost her easy pickings as well because she can no longer spot yellow. Okay, so here comes Poe. Alright. Oh, there's the 2 focus. She's really wishing she hadn't used that impulsive right now. So Poe gets $1, a 2 for 1 on the holdout, a blank on the Pose Blaster, but the 2 focus on Poe. So to note, if Amy had the impulsive in her hand right now, she'd actually be able to resolve all in one fell swoop and deal 6 damage, which could kill Dooku right here. It is Ruthann's action, however. Ruthann does have a dollar. She still has that mislead in hand. She does. She misleads the 2 focus. Alright, so moot point at this point with the impulsive. Got a pitch to reroll here, I would assume. Amy does have the dollar to pay for the holdout 2 for 1. But she's so far behind, she's got to go for... She's got to pitch to reroll her. Okay, so she hits first. Probably wanted to wait on that and re-roll in case you got the modified side on the posed blaster. But maybe she has another plan here. Right, so Dooku does take 2. Dooku is at 10. Ruthann, however, does have the... sorry, Dooku's not at 10, he's at 8. Ruthann does, however, have the heirloom, or the ancients for healing. So, alright, so in comes Talzin. She hits the 2. Ruthann, of course, will look. Now, this Dooku deck does run... Right, she looks and hits, so she'll flip. This Dooku Talzin deck does run usually 4 odds. There's the, or sorry, evens. There's usually the 2 ancients and then 4 speed. We haven't seen a 4 speed from Ruthann yet, but if she's running the somewhat stock list, that's likely what she's running. So it's not a guarantee that when she looks she'll hit, but it's still pretty likely. Alright, so Ruthann flips to a shield on the ancient. Alright, so Amy pitches a pose blaster to reroll. And there she goes. So yeah, there you go. So she got the +2. However, she's got the special on pose, so she'll be able to flip into the 3, which is actually better. Okay, Ruthann takes a dollar. It's time for Amy to resolve specials here. Which she does. She'll take a shield. She'll flip a die. She'll flip into the Poe blaster, and she'll hit probably Dooku here for 3. Okay, so Dooku's now at 11. Dooku's 1 away from dead. Oh, but there's the other witch magic. So, see binds, frighten, and deflect. Oh, that deflect's not going to be good. Alright, so she hits for 3, or hits on 3. We'll remove 3. And Amy's going to take 2 and have to cut through a shield. I'm sure she'll just claim here. She does, takes a dollar. It's to draw. Draws her second chance, but too little too late. Ruthann will put a shield on Dooku. Yes, she does, and then she'll hit for 2. Takes the shield off, 1 into Poe. And Amy is in trouble. Now, if she gets a hit and run or something, she could potentially wipe Dooku off the board here before he has a chance to roll in. Amy is also playing retreat, so in theory she could hit and literally hit and run. She did. She got, oh, she has the combo. So in her hand we see a hit and run and a retreat. She has the combo. So Dooku does need, so Dooku's at 8 and he has a shield, so Dooku does need 5 damage. That's not highly likely. So she opens with the X8, which gives ambush. So unless she gets more money, she's not going to be able to retreat. I'm still surprised she didn't hit and run. So Amy just rolled into 5 damage, so she has the 2 for 1 on the holdout. She has a +2 on pose. She has a 1 on 1 damage on Poe, and then a money on Poe and a blank on the X8. So she's actually showing lethal on Dooku here. If she had hit and run, she'd have a dead Dooku, because Ruthann's now going to be able to heal. Okay, so she buried the Ancient. Unfortunately, she buried the Ancient face up. However, it's highly unlikely we'll get to the bottom of her deck. And everybody knows it's there anyway. So, alright, so Dooku now is not in a dead position yet. So does Amy pitch to reroll? Does she just do the damage? What does she do here? Yeah, I think trying to literally hit and run with the hit and run and then the retreat, I think that was the right play. Even if it didn't end up in anybody being dead, at least it could have advanced her board state, right? Certainly Ruthann would have gone to the next turn with more money, but if Amy could have done any sort of damage, it would have been better. And so it is Amy's action here. She's still considering what to do. Not being able to kill Dooku with what she's showing, she may be considering a reroll. That retreat is her saving grace. That's pretty much her only chance. Either, well, obviously not this round. She can technically take the Poe and pay for it, but then she won't be able to. Okay, so she hits for 3. Does not resolve the 2-for-1 on the holdout. So maybe she is thinking here about taking the money and retreating. Okay, but in comes Dooku. Oh, goodness. So Dooku rolls the 3-for-1 and the 2. Doesn't even need to flip. So there's a hasty exit to take the 3-for-1 away. Ruthann now has control of the battlefield. Alright, it's 2 into Poe. Poe's now at 6. Time for a pitch to reroll or something. Oh, so Amy has another hasty exit, which is now no good to her. So I see no reason to not pitch to reroll here. Probably you rerolled the holdout blaster. I know it's tough to roll or to re-roll something showing damage, but with Poe's base sides, I think probably the holdout blaster re-rolls the right move, but I can definitely see arguments not. Yep, so she re-rolls them all. Let's see if it works out. It does not. She gets a shield and $1 and a blank. Here comes Talzin. Talzin rolls pretty hot. Rolls a 1 and a 1. Ruthann will flip, shows the deflect. So she'll get to flip to a 2. And Poe's going to take 3 more damage. It's a tough spot for Amy tossing that. So she tosses the retreat. That may have been her only out in the next round. So the Poe 2 focus into the 2 modified sides, so she'll be able to do 3 damage here. Ruthann does have $2, but it doesn't look like she has, because we haven't seen her discard the Crystal Ball of the Dark Council. So, yep, 3 damage into Poe, so he's now at 9. Anyway, what I was saying is Ruthann, I think, has no control in her hand. Ruthann is going to actually be able to outclaim Amy here. And then Amy's hasty exit. Well, actually, she pitched that already, so. Can't kill Dooku. I mean, she doesn't need to pitch to reroll here, right? She does have the 1 card, but... I mean, Amy can do 5 here. And she can just wipe Dooku off right here. Because Amy has the dollar, she can flip to the 3 for 1 on the... Actually, I guess it doesn't matter, because Dooku only needs 4. But you flip to the 3 for the 1 on the X8. And so she focuses to the 3 for 1. Oh, focuses to the 2 for... Again, it doesn't hugely matter. But does Ruthann have anything? We know she's got a binds in hand. So she actually plays a Torment onto Dooku for 1, which will allow her to gain a dollar, but that's pretty much a null result there. So Ruthann goes ahead and claims. Dooku will go down this turn. Now Amy does have that hit and run in hand still, so a lucky roll. Well, can she do it? So a 2 on Poe, a 2 on Poe. Oh, certainly. She certainly has enough to do it, but it's got to be one heck of a roll. Okay, so Amy takes her 2. We go into the next round here. So this will be Ruthann's opening action. Okay, Ruthann, oh, surprisingly, Ruthann pitches the deflect, but I guess at this point she just needs to put 2 damage in, so. Now if Amy has a first aid or a field medic, she can potentially make up some ground here. Okay, so, well, that's going to hurt. So the Force Illusion, looks like Ruthann forgot to untap Talzin, but that's okay. We all know she hasn't been used. Alright, so there's a hit and run into basically nothing. That's unfortunate. Alright, so Amy's showing an impulsive. She's got this second chance in her hand, so I don't see her not pitching to reroll here. Oh, field medic. There you go. That's fair. Okay, so Poe still only has 4 health left, so a nut roll by Talzin here will end it. And that's the nut roll, unless for some reason she misses. So Ruthann looks. I believe that was a crystal ball. She'll be able to flip to 4. If Amy has no control, that's it. She does have the easy pickings in her hand, but or actually she does not. I take that back. She discarded the easy pickings. Yep, Amy has no control, so that will be game. Amy's considering all her options here, but that is it for her. So Ruthann is our tournament winner today. Amy gets second place. All right, there's the handshake, the GG, and thank you guys for watching. We'll be back shortly. Thank you.